Good morning, you guys. How is everyone doing this morning? Um, I know it's 5:30 in the morning, but I'm gonna see who is up. Is one weirdo up with me? I thought I was the only weirdo that was up. I think a lot of people are off work today, so they might just sleep over. Let's see who starts to come in. I had set this for 8 o'clock, but I got things to do today, so I was like, I'm just gonna come on early. I'm just sitting here drinking coffee. Hey, Scott Alex. You can't sleep? Why not? Hey, Joke Free. Scott Alex. I used to always want to call you Skylar Alexis for some reason. Hey, Fun with Granny. Holiday Tracks. Wow, you way out in California. Hey, John. Um, Your Choice Towing. What's up? Good morning. Tell them to get out the bed and watch your face. I'm telling you, because you know what? A lot of them don't do that. I don't even know how they don't do it, but a lot of people just refuse to wash their ass. Okay, they just refuse to. I just got a habit of taking a shower in the daytime, in the mornings, and at night. Even if when I take a shower or bath at night, a lot of people feel like I took a shower last night, so I ain't got to do nothing this morning. Are you serious? I mean, even if you took a shower last night, your body shuts down when you go to sleep. So you still need to get up and take a shower. That's why, like during the day, I believe, like during the day when people take showers at night and they feel like they're not supposed to take a shower in the morning, like around 12, 1 o'clock, around that time they get to sweating their ass break loose. I'm telling you, they just take a shower day and night, be through with it. It takes nothing. You paying for the water anyways, to put some water on your ass and be through with it. He says, thinking I got to be up at 6:30. My morning is going good. I was mad. I went to bed early because I was gonna come on last night. I went to bed early. I'm mad because I told y'all I had a cleaning service to come into to my house to do some spring cleaning, and I'm telling y'all I'm gonna have to call that lady today. Um, yeah, I'm gonna have to call her today to let her know I'm gonna file a police report on her if she don't bring me my shit back. They 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 really I'm not playing with her. They took some shit. They took and I even though I got a lot of stuff, I know what I got. I'm gonna let her know that. That's the reason why I'm up. My head was hurting so bad last night. I had to lay down, and the next thing I was out, and I woke up. When I woke up this morning, it was hurting for a little while, and I was like, I gotta calm myself down. My head barely hurts. I got to thinking about I'm gonna file a police report on that hoe. That lady stole her and her worker. They took some shit that they shouldn't have taken. No, it was another kind. So I guess that's why they think they're gonna be able to do it and get away with it. I know what my kind will do. That's why I didn't hire them. Because my cousin, when I had posted on Facebook, I was like, who has a cleaning service? I had all of these girls, black girls, to reach out to me. I got a cleaning service. So my cousin knew a few of them. She was like, girl, my cousin told me about one of them. She's like, girl, she told me about two of them. She was like, I had recommended this girl to go clean her, to go and do some organizing, because her cousin's wife on her mother's side had wanted some cleaning, some organizing for their, I believe for their outhouse or something. She said, do not let her up in your house. She was like, how about my cousin's wife? I recommended her because she was my friend at the time. My cousin's wife is mad at me. How about she started having an affair with my cousin? I said, I ain't got no husband, but the bitch can't come up in my house. But those white women think I'm playing with them. They took some shit. They took some stuff. And I know that they stole it because I keep it in a certain place and I have to have it. All federal investigators have to have it. I only use it with the feds. That bitch gonna bring it back or I'm gonna file a report on her today. She got till 12 noon. That's why I'm up. Because I know she gonna open up at 8. I'm not playing with her. That's why my head was hurting. I'm mad as hell. I always kept it where I can look right at it on my up above my fireplace. I'm not playing with her. That's how I know they got it. So I wasn't even in the mood. I was getting ready to come on last night. My head started hurting me so bad. It was, oh my God. The next thing I know, I just laid across my bed. And when I woke up, it was like 2:30, almost 3 o'clock. And my head was still hurting when I woke up. I'm feeling better now though, because I've come to a resolve. I'm filing a police report. Okay. I'm not playing. I'm not gonna play with those white women. I'm trying to figure out what they did. They were supposed to organize my closets. Y'all know what they did? They tried to steal my clothes. And look, they didn't want just anything because I order a lot of stuff. I like sundresses and stuff. I order a lot of stuff from um like Old Navy and stuff. I like sundresses. Okay. I like little um springy sundresses too, but I order a lot of stuff from like um Ralph Lauren. Okay. I like a lot of Anne Klein stuff. That's an old brand. Okay. I know that white people love, they like that Ralph Lauren and yeah, Anne Klein, Ralph Lauren, Vince Camuto. That's the shit that was in the garbage bags. So I'm gonna go down here read her rights today. Let her know I ain't playing with her. Um, if she don't bring me my stuff back, she gonna have to go back and live in the Lord. I don't want to say it. You know, I just don't like it when people do trailer park stuff. I'm not calling them trailer park, but I don't like when they do trailer park trash stuff. Okay, and that's what that is. Trailer park stuff. Anyways, y'all. So that's why I'm up. So um so I got to looking at, listen, y'all. So they were supposed to take the totes. I told y'all I'm a fanatic when it comes to cleaning supplies. So they had gotten a little garbage can. See, I told them I was not gonna be back. They'll be gone. So I did that on purpose. The only reason that I was able to catch them is like when I pulled up, they didn't know I was coming back home after I got off work. When I pulled up, I was like, damn, why they got all these garbage bags in the back of their little pickup truck. I was like, I ain't got no damn garbage in my house like that because I hate like I don't like for garbage. I I don't wait till garbage bags fill up because I don't want no garbage in my house because it'll smell right with food and stuff. And so I was like, what's all this mess? So before they knew that I had gotten back, I jumped on the back of the little pickup truck. Cause by this time I have because when I start getting mad, I do crazy stuff. I jumped on the back of the pickup truck and started going through. It was about 10, 11 garbage bags. I started going through the garbage bags, and that's when I started seeing my polo cardigan, my polo wrap, my polo dresses, my Anne Klein stuff, because she have a lot of my Vince Camuto sandals and shit. I was like, oh hell, no. These bitches got Lord. Oh, yeah, I don't want to talk about it because I just. So then I get to looking around. I started looking to my. Oh, everything is in your toes. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. It makes me so mad. I know they got a couple of my candles. Like I broke a glass. I broke a glass by mistake. They ain't do shit. The glass was still broken over by my fireplace. So they didn't do nothing. Moral of the story, just make time to do your own spring cleaning. Just make time to do your own spring cleaning. I'm telling you. Yeah, so the other girl that my cousin was like, don't, she got a cleaning company too. Don't let her come into your house. I started looking because she was like, oh, I got so many stars, 5 stars. I've been doing this for 12 years. So then I look at her page and what she do is when she go into people's houses, yeah, I'm trying to understand how people so unprofessional. When she go into people's houses, she will take pictures. She feel like because she's not showing the address or anything like that. Oh, I look at the job I gotta do today. Look at all of this clutter. I don't want no help in my house like that. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. So yeah, you know, at this point, I don't want the $300 back. I want my shit. I mean, because well, I guess I could take my 300 back because if she even said, "Well, I'll come back in there," she could never come back up in here. She could never come back up in here. So I guess I want my money back. And I'm one of those ones. Let me tell you something. I'm one of those ones that never try and haggle people for money back. Right. I don't because I understand like how people like how they get over spirit and how down through the years of me running businesses, people would try to haggle you to get free services. Okay. And so that's why I've never asked people, give me I want my money back. I just stuff like that. I try to stay away from just having that type of mentality. Okay. It has always been, I'm gonna hurt you worse by not effing with you. And I'm not recommending nobody to you. And if people ask me about you, I'm going to say I do not recommend you. That hurts you in the long run. Okay. But with them, see, they got business in the plenty. I don't think they would have did that to a white person's house because they got a lot of they do a lot of organizational work for white people. And they came up in my house and did that to me. So that's the reason that's the reason why. And she got a history. She's got a lot of clientele, and she bring her ass up in her house and do it to me. And she think I'm love. That's what's got me fired up. She ain't doing it to them white clients. She thinks she's gonna do it to me. That's why I'm sitting up to let her know I'm filing a police report on her ass this morning. That's the conclusion I came to. Okay. Anyway, y'all, enough about that. I talked about that for 16 minutes because I don't want to get mad. I want to talk about Fonnie Willis tries to get Young Thug sent back to jail. And MO3, the MO3 case is unveiling the serpents. Listen, y'all, I didn't know a whole lot about the MO3 case. When I started vlogging, it was after the MO3 case, like a year and some change after, because it was really after, right after Young Dolph was killed. And I didn't get on YouTube with the intentions on vlogging on the Young Dolph's case, not at all. And I think I've said many times how I ended up vlogging on the Young Dolph's case was like, I started seeing vloggers from other states, just putting out all types of crazy narratives, and I've been not knowing how it worked on here, that these niggas do anything for a dime, not even a dime. They 2 for a penny Negroes. Okay, so they'll dance a jig for a half of a penny. We saw how they shows out for a half of a penny, right? And so that's why I call them 2 for a penny Negroes. Okay. And so I didn't know that they just put out different narratives. It's not about the truth. It was more about just the views and the money. Because here, I didn't even know the type of money that they made on here. Okay. I still don't know the type because I don't make, not on here, I don't. And so that's why I started vlogging, and then I started hearing and seeing about hearing about Mo3. I never heard his music, and so then I started listening to his music, and I started seeing how talented he really was, right? And so what I've been since I've been I find myself interested in, it's not a whole lot of cases I'd be interested in. I guess because I work cases in real life, I just have a disinterest at this point, other than the missing persons, the missing children and stuff. And so, anyways, I've been really finding an interest in the Mo3's case, and not because I want to vlog on it all the time, because y'all don't even see me vlogging on it all the time. More of a standpoint of analyzing everything and kind of watching everything, right? And that's why it says the Mo3 case is unveiling serpents. Okay. I'm like, wow, like this case right here is definitely also very similar to the Young Dolph's case. But if you look at a lot of the cases, they're all very similar because they involve rappers and they just kind of do everything the same. Hey, if you pay me. Okay. Um, because I think when it as it relates to the industry, it's all just kind of uniform as it relates to how these rappers and these music execs put these hits out, right? Um, it used to be extremely unbelievable. We just speculated, but now social media is such a drug. When these young dudes do this, or when it's people want you to know what they know. Okay, so now social media has been revealing a lot of what we just was able to kind of like speculate on in the past. Okay, um, so as I look at this Mo3 situation, I think for me, why you don't see me vlogging on Mo3 a whole lot is because number one, I kind of look at that is even though everybody vlog on everything, it's a lot of Dallas vloggers and stuff on here that live right in the area. I think some of them probably tend to know a little bit more. Okay. I'll never proclaim to be an expert on anything that goes on in Dallas, but what I am an expert on is what I see every day. And I see that this right here is going to be it's going to be big because with crime and criminals and organized hits and stuff like that, they're basically all the same. Okay. Um, and so, hey, with the Mo3 situation, it's just unveiling a whole lot of serpents. And so that's kind of why I've been enjoying. I hate that it happened to Mo3, but just sitting back, listening to everybody, like his brother, like Rainwater, um, other people that was around Mo3. It's gonna be interesting with Trap Boy Freddy. So I was listening to some stuff, some interviews this morning when I was up, got up, my head was hurting and shit. So Trap Boy Freddy was in my algorithm. I had never really listened to him before. So I started just binging on his interviews and kind of like analyzing and writing down a lot of the shit that he has said, right? And so I went back and when Mo3 was killed, let me see if I see that. Trap Boy Freddy. Hold on. Trap Boy Freddy probably what I realized is, hold on one second. Let me see if I can find it. I was just looking at it. Um this is not the video, but let's look at this right here. I kind of want to give my analysis on what I can see just for right now, okay? Hold on.
And I don't believe none of you people. Everybody cut the motherfucker. Shit. That nigga would do anything to be number one. Hey, nigga, I'm the nigga in Dallas who had everybody together, nigga. Remember that shit. That shit, man. Nigga, he was come bother me. I'm the nigga who had everybody together. Nigga, he didn't want to be with everybody. Everybody to my unity. Nigga, still unity. Nigga, ain't no smoke. I don't care about that shit. But all that stupid shit, man, some bullshit. Nah, let that shit go, bro. I love my city. My city love me. It's you out of town, folks. This tripping. I don't know what the fuck going on. You know what the fuck? I'm talking about all this weekend shit. But I know how it goes. It's like I've been the bad. I've been used to be the bad guy my whole motherfucking life.
Okay, so this was like right after Mo3. This was like a couple weeks after Mo3 was killed in 2020 that he went live. Okay. You could tell that he was feeling pressure because people had already started saying that he was involved and it was bothering him because he probably is. He probably is involved, right? And so what I could see, listening to some of his interviews, okay, he was probably the leader of as it relates to their little clique, like him and Yellow Beezy and all of that. He seems real goofy. He He acts out, he clowns, okay? But he's probably the as far as the he's probably the leader. He probably knows how to send out everybody else, right? Because I was listening to him say, I be the one telling Yellow Beezy to be quiet, don't get him nothing, okay? I be the one talking to Yellow. I'm the one that be telling him this, and that, okay? So, with him being so goofy, or making people laugh, he's silly. It's easy for him to be camouflaged as like just some goofy dude that don't know anything. But this dude is out in the street. He gets money. You know what I mean? So he a street dude, and he know how to. He got money. He know how to make an ass out of the rest of them. He trolling out the mo. Right. That's what I was looking at. He was trolling out the mo. They was all on the expressway. Isn't that something? They went live. But they stupid. They was all on the expressway when the expressway was backed up. So it shows that they was in the vicinity, right? I think that's gonna come back to haunt them. Only thing about Trap Boy Freddy, he may not have he may not have been the one to give the money to Kiwan, right? Kiwan did put out there that he wouldn't do anything for 40,000, which means there was monies that came from other places. Now, did Trap Boy Freddy and them, if they put in on it, did they all just give the money to Yellow Beezy? Was the point of contact that might be make them feel at this point, make them feel that they're safe because I ain't give him no money, this, and that. So he can't say that, right? But I don't think Yellow Beezy is going to take the whole fall by himself either. Let's see. You could look at Trap Boy right here, like a couple weeks after MO3 was murdered. Trap Boy is worried. He's worried, okay, because they probably had gotten some visits from the police. They, he probably had been questioned. People, they probably was finding out that loose lips, folks had been talking. They had been putting it all out over the internet. So he looks a little worried right here a couple weeks after Mo3 was killed.
Shit. Nigga been counting me out a long time ago.
You heard him. He sounds defeated. Niggas been counting me out a long time ago. He sound defeated. He on the internet, on social media, so that he can see what people know. Because normally people come into the comments the exact same thing Straight Drop did. That's the reason why I say it's the same thing, different people. They do the same shit. And they get mad at the police because the police been doing this for 100 years and they can recognize it because they all so damn dumb. Right? When they get scared, they jump on social media because they know folks gonna come in them comments and let them know what they know. They be looking to see, have they found me out? Okay?
But this what I don't understand. You dumb motherfuckers. Didn't just see this stupid ass nigga just fucking saying how that motherfucking video started, bitch. You had me laughing. If you were my partner, I would have called you laughing for that shit too. What the hell say? Hold up. I know my eyes ain't tripping on me. I know my motherfucking eye ain't laying up in the hospital talking about he had a fucking wreck. Like he didn't fucking get hit up and be live last week. Bitch ass nigga, some. Nigga talking about his leg hurt. My leg hurt. Nigga, get up.
Now he's imitating Mo3 a couple weeks after Mo3 was killed. It seems to me he had more vitriol for Mo3. I wouldn't be surprised if he ain't the damn mastermind. It seemed to me he had more vitriol for Mo3. Probably when you see this much hate, somebody is mimicking somebody 2.5 weeks after they was killed. He had more vitriol for Mo3 than probably the rest of them. Okay. Mo3 might have been a bully, but what happens is when somebody is a bully, what y'all need to do is fight that shit out. Okay, because I was looking at a video this morning where he had a stick in his hand. He had security. Trap boy Freddy had security standing behind him with a look like a chop in his hand. And him and Mo3 was about to tangle. Mo3 didn't have no weapon. He didn't back down from him. Okay, so okay, maybe he was a bully. They should have fought it out. Trap boy Freddy was taller than Mo3. He should have hit him in the top of his damn head with his fist. Okay, since he had the guns and he didn't shoot him then, Mo3 didn't back down. People are afraid of what they can't control, right? I see that so much. People are afraid of what they can't control. If they can't control it or intimidate it, they try and kill it. They're afraid of what they don't understand, what they can't control, and what they can't intimidate. They will try and eliminate it. Okay? That's the reason why, these boys get themselves messed over every day.
Why you say that? That shit was funny to bitch. I ain't gonna lie. Boy, I ain't gonna lie. That shit was funny to bitch. Get up. I think back, get up, Craig. When Craig out there, we knocked this bitch ass the fuck out though. Hey, but man, I don't really give a fuck about that shit, though. You know what I'm saying? And then he was telling me, I got a fucking car wreck, bro. That's some light ass shit. Nigga, that shit you was talking about was in September, stupid. You should have said it in September. Should have said that shit in September. Fuck you, what? Already motherfucking October, no. One of them days, bro. I don't remember that shit no more. That shit was older than the bitch when you talking about he don't tell nobody. Nigga, everybody knew that shit, nigga. Fucking nigga, you just like a bitch. I couldn't wait to jail. Y'all knew it. Like, bitch.
And then he said that I pay back. Now, if this video has November 22nd, 2020. I mean, that would have been a few weeks after Mo3 was killed. If that's when he went live. Okay. Hold on. He had a lot of vitriol for Mo3. Okay. So I do believe he was definitely involved. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so that was definitely after Mo3 was killed. Cause look,
God sit high and look low. Yeah, that's how that shit happened to that nigga. I always talk about dead people. Now,
he was going live. He wanted to know if people could directly connect him to what happened. That's why he sitting there reading them comments like that. He was bothered, but he still had a lot of hate. He was trying to, if you ask me in so many other words, trying to convince people that Mo3 deserved what he got. Okay, that they was justified. They twisted like that. When I see now that a lot of these young black men have become so damn unstable. Okay, when they can't control their emotions, they try and jump on social media to try and justify when they take somebody's damn life. Well, he would have been talking about me, bitch. You a little girl, bitch. If you can't stand nobody talking about you, you go take your ass to a ballerina class and put on a tutu. You definitely ain't got no business, okay, in the rap industry, in the entertainment industry, where everybody talks about you. Okay? See, that's why it's good to know who you are. You see, they don't know how to use social media for what it's worth. You use social media to promote you, rather it's, I mean, it's because see, when you here's the thing about when you don't know who you are. When people talk good about you, if you believe it, you'll believe it when they start talking bad about you too, when you don't know who you are, because it's gonna flip. The same people that build you up is at some point they're gonna try and tear you down too if somebody give them $2. If they give them $2, those same social media platforms would turn on you. And you know why they turn on me? Because somebody outbidded you. You gave them 2,000 to promote you. Your opposition gave them 7,000 to tear you down. They go, a lot of these social media platforms just ain't no earthly good. They go to the damn highest bidder. A lot of people don't understand the game. Okay?
Ain't doing no mocking or nothing, bro. I'm only doing unto others as done to me. God taught me that. Nigga. Do unto others you want done to you, nigga. I don't talk about the dead folks, bro. I can care less about the nigga being dead. He been dead in my fucking house, nigga. See, that what y'all don't realize. Coon ass fools. That nigga want fucking coming outside. So I been reading them comments. Folks talking about, you happy that nigga dead. You can breathe. That man was making videos in the motherfucking kitchen, nigga. Downtown Dallas, nigga. Nigga knew all the high spots. Yeah, like you say, yo. So we know all your high spots. Nigga knew all that shit. 1,400, nigga. Nigga know what's going on, bitch ass nigga. All in the kitchen, every video. See?
He said he wasn't coming outside. How he know he wasn't coming outside? Because they was waiting on him to come out because they had already plotted that they was gonna kill him. That's how he know that he wasn't coming outside. Okay, according to him. Okay, he says you got to you got to watch the whole Trap Boy interview they just released. Now, this now he was laying on social media a few weeks after, because he was scared because his name was being brought up in it. Okay, people knew more than what he thought, and it was scary. And he probably had gotten some visits from the homicide detectives and some more stuff. Okay, so he was mad. He was really mad. Hold on, let's see. I'm trying to find that interview. Okay, here it is right here. Good morning, Cecilia. This how you know they put themselves in close vicinity, and they was happy when they got word that the guy had completed the mission. Okay, y'all could see his energy change a couple weeks after that when he realized we probably ain't gonna get away with this. Okay.
Freeway blocked out. Need to get y'all shit together. God damn.
Now see, he's so dumb. He don't even know he's placing himself on the freeway because they were so happy that whoever they paid had completed the mission. They had to go live to let MO3 friends know we got your boy. We got y'all breadwinner. Now what? We just cut the head off in their eyes. So he can't even say. He can't even give them no other alibi because we could just pull this video up. What was you at? I do shows. I was way in Mississippi. No, Negro, you was in close vicinity of where MO3 was killed. You was on that damn expressway because we see it right here, right?
Okay, you on the fucking freeway. And all got the freeway blocked out all the way on Pope, dog. Fuck they got going. Talking and doing all in your video, nigga. God don't like ugly. I believe in God. I don't believe in no nigga. I don't believe in man. Whoever got the motherfucking freeway blocked out need to get y'all shit Dog, goddamn, we can't get on the fucking freeway. And all got the freeway.
He had to cut it off because whoever was on the other side of him or something, they started laughing. Okay. So I mean, he probably was involved. He was probably one of the payors. Okay. Yeah. He was probably one of the payors. And he was, they was gloating because their payees had completed the mission, right? So that's why I say the MO3's case is unveiling a lot of serpents. Hey, it's gonna be interesting to see if they're gonna pull. I don't think they're gonna have the energy to do that, because I kind of think that just like with the Young Dolls case, they've had so much time. It's probably not. This case is more than likely not just a state case. They more than likely got the feds involved, and now people are understanding that even when it's not a fed case, more and more police departments are partnering with the feds. Now that if it's gang related activity, if Mo3 and them are in gangs, if they had some type of gang activity going on, if Yellow Trap Boy and them are like gang affiliated and all of that, I could tell you without a shadow of a doubt that the feds are involved. I don't know if they claim some type of gang affiliation. If they did, the feds are involved, and more than likely been involved. Okay. So they say Yella G Ma testified, and yes, they are gang affiliated. Well, the feds are involved. Yeah, I'm sure the task force is involved. And it's a record label, which is now what they're considering organized crime. Okay. Child, I don't know why these people. So, I mean, Trap Boy Freddy's name has not come up yet, and he probably, like I said, he probably feels like he may not feel as much pressure if he wasn't the one that paid them. You see what I mean? Like the point of contact seemed to have been Yellow Beezy. So if they all gave the money to Yellow Beezy for the hit and Yellow Beezy paid the dude, then they may feel like, man, they ain't got me. They can't prove that I gave, transfer money and gave him nothing. So that means that Yellow Beezy would have to be the one to tell it. And they might think that Yellow Beezy is solid enough not to tell it. I'm telling y'all, anybody would tell. Don't nobody want to go to these folks don't want to do no time. Anybody will tell. You better believe me when I tell you this. If so, the folks that you think solid, let me see the um I know a lot of people go 75% of the time they'll tell it. Y'all, since I not 75% of the time will they tell. I would have to say, since I've been working for the federal government directly, I would have to say the percentage of the times that these folks would tell is 99.9999999, and I would say 100. Okay, but it's probably always that 0.1 that has done so much. It's just not even conducive for them to tell. because if they tell, then more skeletons are going to come out of their closet, because the person that they tell on is then going to reveal all of the other stuff that they're in. So they just go ahead and just lay down quietly. But it's definitely not often. It's not often. It's not often. Everybody tells. I'm just gonna tell y'all that right now. Hey, Mr. Parker. Hey, the realty. They tells. So Yellow Beezy will probably be the one to tell on the rest of them too. Key one gonna tell it. I don't know why they want to go and commit these organized crimes in Texas. I've been saying that. Why on earth would they want to commit these crimes in Texas? Because Texas is gonna put them to sleep. Other states, they might lay you down. Okay, they'll lay you down for life. Texas gonna put them to sleep. Okay, and I think they're gonna see that because you got Trump in the White House now, and he's a supporter of, definitely a supporter of law enforcement. Okay, so I mean, I know they say he been messing with the federal government. He ain't messing. He been messing with the IRS and all of them people says that he trying to get them back. Okay, all of that, he want to get rid of the IRS so he won't have to pay taxes. But as far as dismantling organized crime, especially these record companies, I'm gonna tell y'all something. I think there's a hit on record labels. Number one, because they are organized crime. Number two, because Trump helped these rappers, these CEOs. He helped them. He he loaned them money. And then they turned against him in the last election, remember? So y'all notice he's back with a vengeance. When they messed him over, because he's very vindictive, y'all ain't got to worry about the feds, okay? Because they hiring more prosecutors, and it's not just around the Shelby County area, more federal prosecutors, more federal FB. Okay, anything as it relates to prosecutions and law enforcement, it's money in the plenty for that as it relates to the federal government. Ain't nothing gonna happen, okay? Those jobs are very safe. What else was I getting ready to say? Oh, so right before when they started messing with him, I'm gonna tell y'all something else that he did, and I know this for a fact. Remember when Trump was when he realized he wasn't going to be reelected, and they started NBC and all these different medias started putting out this bad publicity on him. So what he started doing was, when he was firing all of those FBI directors. Hey, Heaven Lee. Hey, for my girls. What he started doing, says, I have always seen on the news about Texas electric chair, Texas. But yeah, I'm gonna tell you something. Texas is one of the only states that don't let you sit on death row and have about 1,500 appeals for 30 years, because a lot of death row inmates outlive you and I. Hell, they outlive my damn grandbaby. Okay, and she ain't but 2. But Texas don't do that. You, at the very most, if you get you will probably sit on death row in Texas for maybe 9 years with appeals, but they don't play around with no appeals. They're gonna get you up out of here. I think the only other state that's similar to Texas as it relates to that, they're not as strict though, might be Oklahoma. And I don't even know if Oklahoma, it used to. I don't even know if Oklahoma still has the death penalty. Because a lot of people abolished the death penalty. Tennessee got the death penalty. Okay. But they let you play around with appeals here. They end up croaking out in their cell. Child, they live to be old. They lives to be old. Now, I think there was this female white that this guy, and they let him be on the death row for in Tennessee for like uh, 20 years, 20 something years, and there was an outrage. They went ahead and killed him because, and it was just like they was forced to do it. It must have been something like election time or something like that, because what he did was there was a female white young lady who was she a student? Anyways, there was this what he was, and this was a white man. He was sick. He was like a serial K in the Memphis area in the 80s. So he kidnapped and sexually assaulted this young female white. And so then he took oh God. So then he took a tree branch, either a tree branch or a stick, and 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 jammed it up her vajayjay, and it went all the way up. Yeah, I don't even want to talk about it. They should have been killed that bitch, but they let him live 20 something years. But he jammed it up through her vajayjay. I believe they said that went all the way up through her body, and they gave him the death penalty. Her parents they was outraged, but they still let him stay on death row for 20 something years. And they got together, started protesting. They put enough pressure on the state politicians to go ahead, and they put a needle in his arm. Okay. Why they let him sit on death row for 20 years? I don't know, because they should have got him in 20 days. Okay. But that was a long time ago. All right. Um, there might have been one of the last ones. I don't know. I don't think so though. Um, I wish I could remember the female white's name. I'm gonna research and see. I'm gonna ask one of I'm when I go. I'm gonna ask one of the investigators when I go back to work if they can remember the name. It hadn't been that many that they killed in Tennessee, but Tennessee still has the electric chair. Um, Mississippi has the firing squad. Mississippi, okay, so Tennessee gives you a choice. They let them choose. Do you want to go to the electric chair, or do you want the needle in your arm? Mississippi gives you a choice if you want the electric chair or the firing squad. Okay, that's what Mississippi give, and I think Mississippi not just too long ago, because of all the outrage, abolished hanging, because they were still hanging you. Okay, I think they got rid of that not too long ago. I don't know why nobody want to get caught doing nothing in certain parts of Mississippi. It's not even safe to drive through as you start going further south down in the Delta, because they'll pull you over for nothing. I would suggest that you don't do it. And when you got black people, because Mississippi still has sundown towns, Alabama does too. Okay. Um, there's certain small towns that I wouldn't go to, even if black people live in those towns. They're still afraid. Okay, they're still afraid. They still don't look white people in the eye. Okay, it's sad, but it's true. So I mean, they really have a lot of control still over the good coloreds that live in some of these cities. I wouldn't drive. I wouldn't go. I forget what I was talking about. Shit. Oh, we was talking about MO3 and the unveiling of the serpents. But yeah. Oh yeah, Georgia too. And Arkansas too. Oh yeah, Arkansas. Oh we. Yeah, Arkansas is something else. I'm telling you, Arkansas police always been bad. And they are very brazen with it too. They are very brazen with it too. But yeah, Trap Boy Freddy, I think Trap Boy Freddy was very scared, even though he wanted to try to play bad. He had no remorse. But I think in the end he's gonna have something. He's more than likely gonna have something to do with it. Somebody is gonna tell on him. Who else was involved? I don't know, but whoever else was involved, I'm sure Keyone, because Keyone seemed to have been around those guys, right? They all knew each other. Yeah, I was looking at that Heavenly, and they wanted to rule it a sewer, sewer to the side, but that's definitely not it. They wrong for that. I'm gonna tell you something about Georgia GBI, which is their in like branch of the FBI, and Mississippi's MBI. I don't trust at all. Okay, I don't trust them at all. Georgia's GBI has known to cover up stuff. I'm gonna tell you who's got probably one of the best federal agencies. Um, Tennessee, Missouri, um, Illinois. Oh, y'all, Indiana. Indiana don't play. They're very thorough with their stuff. I heard about that, but I didn't see it. I didn't see them online. I didn't see him online. Oh Lord, he got fired. I saw the guy got fired. Why would he take a picture of those boys like that? Did he do it? It's just weird. But y'all, the Mo3's case is unveiling serpents. Now, you know, I've been looking at. I know rainwater is up under a lot of scrutiny. Um, Rainwater is up under a lot of scrutiny. I heard him say that him and Get Money, Lil Ronnie was first cousins, right? And he found out they was their dads were brothers. I heard him say that in an interview this morning, and he was like, he didn't grow up with him. He learned about that their dad was brothers, probably like in 2016 or something like that. And he if you still got him, let me see him, Heavenly. Send him to me. And he yeah. They asked him how he feel about Lil Ronnie being hit up, and he said that he didn't really care about Lil Ronnie being hit. Now that's his first cousin. He said he cared about the little girl being hit. Um he said like I said, he's been up on the I, I don't know. I think rainwater situation is one of those situations I'm gonna sit back and watch. Um, I mean, there are some red flags there. Yeah, I'm on IG. Real Talk with Tamara. Real Talk with WIT Tamara. That's on IG at Real Talk with WIT Tamara. Not with, but with. Okay. Um. Yeah. I that's one that I'm gonna sit back and watch. Um. Yeah. Um, what I mean, just from looking at it, just from scratching the surface or whatever, just what I get from Rainwater is that Rainwater probably didn't like the way Mo3 moved, and he probably had a disdain for Mo3. Because he gaslight. I said that the other day. I was listening to an interview. He gas. Now Rainwater might have some issues with what happens because he bring up Roy Lee a lot. I've never heard Rainwater say that Mo3 was his friend, but he did say that Roy Lee was his friend. And he said, I asked him, and I think that was kind of gaslighting Mo3. Do you think you're the reason that Roy Lee was killed? And he said, right. Mo3 was like, nah. I think that was kind of gaslighting him. He talked about, Roy Lee children, and he says that Roy Lee was killed for nothing. Rainwater won't say it, but I believe he feel like that Mo3 is the reason that Roy Lee is dead. I mean, I believe that that's how he feels, and I think he has a lot of disdain for Mo3 because of that. Now, another issue that is concerning is for Mo3 was a grown man. And I understand that was his artist. I think that Mo3 was a grown man. I've said this before. I said this a few weeks ago. And I said, it just, why would Rainwater, knowing the types of beef that Mo3 was in, why would he disarm him like that? Take his weapon out of his car. He had to shoot his way out of a situation, and they was trying to kill him in Fort Worth. They was actively trying to kill him. Why would you disarm your artist like that? You take his weapon out of his car and leave him naked. He left him naked. And you don't tell him. You take his weapon. At least they could say, Mo, I took your weapon. You take his weapon around the time that these dudes decide we gonna take him out. I mean, so that's so I guess I don't know if he had anything to. I'm not accusing him, but he got to know that would raise an eyebrow. No man has a right. I don't care who he is to take another grown man's protection and disarm him like that. So as I was saying a few weeks ago, it's as if these dudes know the way this guy just positioned himself on the expressway. How he didn't know Mo3 was not gonna come out. How he know Mo3 didn't have a chopper in his car. You position your car like that. How he know Mo3 when he positioned his car like that, the block and Mo3 wasn't gonna just spray his car up. He jumped out with no caution. The guy jumped out with no caution. He knew Mo3 was disarmed. I said this a couple weeks ago. Is something wrong with that? And so Rainwater goes, "Oh yeah, yeah, I did. I took his weapon out." And I kind of believe, and I could just be overly suspicious, but I ain't surprised by nothing no more. And I think that he's forthcoming with it for a reason. I think that even has a reason. Hey, Diane. So I don't know. I'm still, I think about rainwater. I feel like rain. He says that, and he did. He got on here and he got some people to. He got a lot of vloggers. I don't know if it was his idea, but he said it was. He got vloggers to promote Mo3's brand to make it bigger. I mean, that was genius. Okay. Um, but there's no way in the world that Mo3's mother and his family should be getting what they're supposed to get. Okay. But he says that, Mo3 has 6 managers, and he got a manager who has some of his music in his name. Okay. He says that Mo3's mother controls everything. From the way he put it, he didn't say it. The lawyer is swindling her out of what she's supposed to get. Okay. It's weird. It really is. It's weird. Maybe he didn't have anything to do with what happened to Mo3. I don't know, but I don't think he give a damn about him being dead. He says that Mo3 could have signed a contract. He says that he didn't have a contract with Mo3 or something like that. Said Mo3 could have signed a contract with somebody else and cut him out. He would have been cut out. I don't know. It's just something as it relates to rainwater, I'll just say it's it's something ain't clean in his water. Okay, it's something ain't clean in the water. I don't know. I don't vlog. I don't vlog on Mo3's case enough. I'm not gonna be one of those ones um to do that. I just kind of want to sit back and watch to see how everybody moves on his case, to include the vloggers. Okay. Um. Yeah. Hmm. Because some of the same vloggers that have, it's weird. It's weird. It's weird. Um, yeah, it's gonna be interesting though to see how all of this plays out. I'm not saying that rainwater is guilty. I don't know. I'm just saying it's something clean that ain't in his water. He ain't passed the smell test yet. So rainwater, um, yeah. Anyways, y'all make sure y'all hit the like button for me. So yeah, but definitely Trap Boy Freddy, Yellow Beezy. I think Yellow Beezy is going to tell on Trap Boy Freddy. I think that he is when they put that pressure on him for real. I think Trap Boy Freddy is probably the leader. Let me see something.
That he in earlier, the same apartment complex. Those that don't know. Most started harassing, antagonizing, and trying to bully Earl Spence. Showing up at the gym, when that was at the gym where they lived at, and we worked out in their own home. So Earl Spence not a street guy. Mo was trying to play street with a boxer. That's what put the heat on him. So I'm gonna say allegedly, for your sake, not mine. But
allegedly,
yeah, I'm saying allegedly for your sake, not mine. On your channel, that MO3 was chasing Earl Spence the night he had that wreck. I don't know if that was MO3 gold car at the end of that video at the crash, the Honda. MO3 rapped about the Honda taking the plates off. You know, nobody knew that. He and Earl lived in the same apartment complex. Those that don't know. Mo started harassing, antagonizing, and trying to bully Earl Spence. Showing up at the gym, well, that was at the gym where they lived at, and we worked out in their own home. So Earl Spence not a street guy. Mo was trying to play street with a boxer. That's what put the heat on him. So I'm gonna say allegedly, for your sake, not mine. But
allegedly,
yeah, I'm saying allegedly for your sake, not mine. On your channel, that MO3 was chasing Earl Spence the night he had that wreck. I don't know if that was MO3 gold car at the end of that video.
Guys. When they said he was on the run, he got on social media again to see what the people sis was saying about him. That's when you know they worried. Okay. Hold on, y'all. Let's see. Hold on, you all. Y'all hit the like button for me. Oh yeah, I'm looking for. Let's see.
It's not no street nigga. And I can say this right now about my partner. I can say this right now about my partner. Because I tell him the same thing. He's scary. He's scary. Why is 5 niggas chasing down a scary ass nigga, man? Huh? You don't get no points for that. Then you walk back to the car talking about, yeah, I beat him up. I beat him up. Guess what, you bitch, you. They recorded.
Hold on, y'all.
I don't know who that is.
Well, I asked about the shooting, and he said there's no beef, but he said you just gotta stay out the way. It's real out here.
Real out here. Yeah, niggas get hit up every day. It's the world. Like, somebody right now, we talking right now. Somebody right there, probably getting shot up right now. Like, you gotta stay out the way.
Don't know who that is.
I don't know who that is.
Okay.
Where you from?
I think he's from the same place you're from, same area.
That's
Yeah.
Never
heard of it.
I think that was in 2020, but that was before MO3 was actually taken out. Let's see. Okay, so this is an interview with Keywan White in 2023. Let's see how he's talking in 2023, y'all.
Yeah, I can't call it, dog. What's up with you?
Shit, man. I ain't trying to hang in there, man. You know what I'm saying? Shit. You know how this thing on shit going, man.
Yeah. Look, I want to hop right into things because I got some shit going on. I know you probably limited on time.
I just don't go for me. I'll be the name. That's what you say, I am the thing.
Okay, so well, what's off limits?
Y'all, this was Keywan White's 2023 interview.
Okay. Well, first and foremost, let the people who don't know who we got on the phone right now.
Okay, everything, man. If you want to see that, man, the word on the king, man, man. The Oak Cliff Bandit.
The Oak Cliff motherfucking back. Hey, look out, Banzo. Fam, how you feeling, fam? I know you got a lot going on right now.
I say, I'm feeling good. I'm in this bitch right, man. You know what I'm saying? Come with the gangster, man. Get what it come with.
You feeling good, fam?
Shit, man. I can't do nothing. But shit, it is what it is, you know what I'm saying? Like stuff, I can't do nothing more than just leave like me, you know what I'm saying? And I ain't like the first time I did time.
That part. So, let's get the controversial shit out the way, and then we'll dive a little deeper. But I'm interested in knowing. I'm not gonna go into too much detail, but like first off, like have you been able to like have you pleaded innocent or what? Just what's the situation with you right now?
Okay, I'm innocent, man. I ain't did nothing. Man, I'm just a rapper. That's it. A rapper. I'm innocent.
Okay, well they're accusing you of killing MO3, fam. Like, does that not worry you, not scare you? Because it sounds like you in good spirits, great spirits.
I ain't gonna lie, it's like interference, like, because you know what I'm saying, what comes with the app, you know what I'm saying, but if you know you ain't doing nothing, you ain't got nothing to worry about. That's how I'm feeling. I ain't got nothing to worry about because I know I ain't doing.
Yeah, this is Keywan White. This is his interview from 2023. It seems like 2 years make a big difference, don't it?
Okay, like so let's start here. Like walk us through the day they pick you up. Like what happened?
Man, so I was just, I was working my hair done. So I was going to get my hair rebraided. And I heard the sirens, but I'm in the clip, so I'll just look up. We ain't see nothing. And shit, I get back in the car, shop it up with my son or whatever. And shit, look. About $50 for the van, tank, shit, 18 months, right everywhere. Helicopter, like that. Damn. So I was about to jump in the car, man. I looked in the car. Hell, here, I ain't getting empty. They got too much shit in there. I'm trying to run. Shit, they could change it like they have a gun and shit. I like fucking, I just stopped. And that shit, like they took me down to the end.
Okay, so they take you down, and at that time, did they read you your rights?
Yeah, they read my rights.
And they told
I want to read it. But they were just taking it for the most part.
Okay. And then at what point did you find out why you were arrested?
I picked up an old pistol case, like, you know what I'm saying? I think I caught with a pistol like some months ago, and they just picked it up. And shit, that's what they wait to give me, so they can, I guess, give me on some other shit. I guess.
So as of right now, like the pistol case, I'm not, we're not trying to incriminate you, but that's kind of like the concrete what they have you on. They don't really have you on the murder.
Yeah, I'm trying to certificate with the feds. And I got a UAV on everybody. And I'm making the red. That's what I'm charged with.
Okay. So why are they saying murder? Like, why are they putting that jacket on you, fam? Because that's not a good jacket to have.
I don't even know, man. You know what I'm saying? I guess because I'm light skinned. And I guess I'm just a known person. I don't know. I really don't know.
Okay. So, like, since you have been accused, like, how did they treat you when you walked into the feds and you seen everybody else?
Shit, like, you know what I'm saying? If I point at me like, damn, like, shoot, I'll be like, yeah, now I'm tripping. Like, I don't know, I get treated the same. Like, I just can't do the same thing. See, I mean, it's all bugging. I mean, ain't nobody on no shit. Like, they ain't came to me on no beach and nothing. I just said, no, he can get it back. See.
Yeah. Okay. So let me ask you this, Benzo. Like, since I know your life has changed in some kind of way since all this happened. Like, what kind of changes have you experienced?
Man, really, I ain't nothing changed. I'm still the same person, same thing going. Man, it's just, I'm locked up now, so a lot of stuff done stopped. You know what I'm saying? I still write music. I still do all this stuff. I talk on the phone to everybody I talk to. See, the only thing stopped today, I'm just locked up. I can't do shit I usually want to do. Go party, go smoke, fuck with hoes. I can't do that shit. But other than that, I'm good.
Okay, so look, I'm not sure if you know, but your Instagram account had 1,000 or less followers. It's now at 18.6. I'm looking at the punch-in ATM that you made, and it was at what, like 5,000 views. It's now at 71,000 in 2 months. Like how do you feel about the new form of fame? Because it's good fame, but then at the same time, you know what I'm saying? It's coming from the bullshit. Like, how you feel about that?
Man, you see, I ain't like this, you know. When Becky told me, like, I ain't called Becky one day. You know, I came to the field, I called Becky the first day. I came, I'm like, what's up? You crying like, damn, bitch, you finally made it. You famous enough, bitch, you finally got what you wanted, but the wrong way. I'm like, what the fuck you talking about? Like, bitch, your punch in, now doing numbers, but you got, at this time, I had 17 point, like,
Now, he basically told on himself right there. He said the guy was crying, his cousin or somebody said, you finally got what you want, but you got it the wrong way. So he don't even realize that he told on himself even right there.
so like me, I like, damn, I just had 14 and 63 minutes. I mean, 63 followers. So, like, man, you famous now, what? So my story getting 100,000 views. I'm getting 100,000 views. So shit, I was like, damn, it's crazy. I was famous before the wrong thing, and it's not even true.
Right.
Okay, he said so. He did deny it at that point, but y'all notice that how similar all of them are. That's the exact same thing that Straight Drop and them was saying. What's the guy name? Somebody help me out. That Straight Drop, Big Double O, Little Double O was saying the Straight Drop on the night that after he killed Young Dolph, when he said, "I got this in the back of my pocket." He was like, "I just add about 1,000 more folks." They was happy. They was talking about, he was like, "Run it up, make sure you run it up." So they was worried about was getting more subscribers, getting more famous, running up views. This is how sick they are.
Right. Okay. Uh, man, that's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. So look. So we've seen photos of you have been going viral. Like people are saying, like Yellow Beezy. You've been in a few pictures with him. Like what's y'all's relationship?
Yeah, I don't know nothing about that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know nothing about that like that.
Okay, I'm just talking about the pictures because they hit the internet.
Oh no! So he tried to deny at that point that he even knew Yellow Beezy. Okay. And even with the answer that he gave, I don't know nothing about that. I mean, that lets you know right there. All he had to say was, I don't know him, or I do know him, but he said I don't know nothing about that. So that right there, that says it all. Okay. I guess he did interviews down through the years, but okay, so that interview was in 2023, right? So his tone has changed from 2023 to what he did the other day, saying it's over. It's over. Okay, so he don't have that same tone anymore. At that point, he thought that the folks was confused. He says that the guy had a tattoo on his neck, but I was looking at the young man's neck. It seemed like to me like he's dark around his neck. He has it could have been a shadow or anything. So I guess that was something that his defense attorney was gonna try and play with. That the guy has a tattoo on his neck. Um, but he ain't saying that no more. Okay. He's saying that it's over with, right? So while he was playing in jail, they was making them think that they didn't have anything, that they would be able to confuse the jury. The folks was quiet about their business, getting more evidence on everybody. That's why I say the MO3's case is unveiling the serpents. They haven't been quiet all this time for nothing. Them folks been out there working. And this boy knows at this point, and they spoon feed you a little bit at a time to give you the opportunity to tell them before they hit you with the bombshell. Okay. Um, they don't tell you everything they know right off. Hold on one second. You all hit the like button. Okay, run the likes up. I mean, folks want to blame Mo3. And I gotta say this, I don't mean no harm. Folks want to blame Mo3. They're saying, Mo3 the reason he dead. At this point, I gotta say, Rainwater took his weapon out of his car and left him unarmed. I might want to have to blame him. He left it where he couldn't protect himself. Okay, so as far as I'm concerned, rather Rainwater helped to set him up or not, I don't know. But if I would be technical with it, I would have to say he the reason that he's not here, because he was the one that took his weapon out of his car and left it where he disarmed him, where he couldn't protect himself. Y'all, that was definitely Keywan White. It was him. When MO3 got out and went to the other side, how did he know he wasn't kneel down getting ready to bust at him? He jumped up out of that car without any caution. He didn't have on no bulletproof vest, no nothing. How did he know that he had not gone to the other side of the car and was getting ready to bust? They knew he was disarmed. Okay. I said this a couple weeks ago. Y'all see how he just jumps out? Now, he says that he's not that tall. If you look at that guy legs right there, that guy does not have real long legs. I think it's Kiwan. They're trying to say, the height of the person, this, and that. They got don't look like he got real long legs. I don't know. Right here, he look like he do. Right. Why would you take somebody's weapon from them and not tell them? Why would you take somebody's weapon and not tell them that you took it? I don't. No man has the authority or the right to ever do that to somebody. Hell, I got weapons. Ain't nobody got no right to ever disarm me without telling me. Not unless they stole it. Wait a minute, let me make sure them folks, because I got one up here. Hold on, y'all. Just made me think about the one I got up here. Let me make sure that the cleaning people didn't steal that. Shit. Hold on. I just thought about that. Lord, thank you. It's in there. It's still in there sitting pretty, and just like I left it. Oh, I need to check the one in the back too. Hold on, y'all. Let me go look in the, make sure the one in the back there. Hold on. Okay, it's still where I left it back there too. And they dare not mess with the big one because they know I would have missed that immediately. Yeah, my head, folks that had my head hurting so bad, they got on my nerves so bad it was ridiculous. Diane said that was definitely a sensible. Now let me ask y'all something. Those who don't, because y'all know, somebody help me out that knows, where does Devin Brown come in there? Because remember when they start with playing, they was playing the videos about MO3 at first. They was saying that there was two people that was on the expressway. Remember in the pictures before all of this came out? I don't know if it was Photoshop. They were saying it was two people. Why wouldn't he want his artist to have right? So where does Devin Brown come in there? Somebody that knows about this case, help me out. Because when I don't know, I likes to ask somebody that do know. Y'all, where does Devin Brown fit in there? Because the way they talking, he the one telling it too. So it seems to me like Keywan feels like that Yellow, Beezy and them, and Devin Brown and them, when he said I'm gonna make them pay, that they telling on him. Devin Brown provided 3 locations, which he got from his son. 3 was Hidden Browns. Oh, that's what it was. Okay. Oh. Wow. Is he still in jail, Amir? And he's still in jail. So he's telling too. So it would make me wonder, how did how did Devin know that these guys wanted to kill him? How was Devin able to get in contact with these guys? Who was Devin's point of contact? I bet it was Yellow Beezy. So Devin knew that Yellow Beezy and them had a bag on his head and wanted to take him out. You got that right, G. Finley. Always over a woman, because that's why God wanted Dolph had a Dolph hit about a woman. Devin is a member of GRC. Jerry Johnson and Yellow are all part of Get Rich Cartel. Oh, I see. Jerry Johnson and Yellow. Okay, now I see. So Devin was the one that told on Yellow. Devin told on Yellow. But you know what's so interesting is that this young man said that he wouldn't take nothing for 40,000. So Yellow gave him 40, and somebody else done gave him some too. He said he gonna make him pay. So one thing for sure, he gonna tell where the rest of the money came from. And you know, his attorney is not that good of an attorney. His attorney has worked as a public defender. So I wonder if his attorney is court appointed. Because you know, court appointed attorneys and public defenders are similar but different. Okay, so a court appointed attorney is an attorney that the court appoints if you're indigent, a private attorney. They decide not to give it to the public defender, but they are paid by the state. Jerry has the same charge as Keywan White. He is identified as a shooter. Now, who is Jerry? Is that so? Was it 2 people out there? Because I see one. Some of the names of these gangs, though. Get Rich Cartel. Yeah, Trap Boy Freddy did say that Yella it supposedly Jerry was behind. So Jerry was recording it. Oh my. Trap Boy Freddy did say that Yellow Beezy exhausted all his money on lawyers and getting out of jail. Hey Snoozy. The truck camera recorded Jerry and three others were in a. Oh, okay. So the truck camera recorded Jerry and three others was in a black Charger, and Trap Boy Freddy put himself in the vicinity. He was somewhere around there too. Wow. You get to wondering how was he able to catch up to MO3? Did because he got out of the vicinity? Did they point a gun at him and make him run back towards the guy with the? I mean, you never know if they were on the expressway. Did they corner him? How did it? Because I took my car and smushed him. But somebody said it do look like one of his tires was shot out on that right side. And Mo3, and if you listen to Rainwater said Mo3 said they are shooting at me. They are. So he knew that it was more than one person. No, somebody direct me to the police car. Let me see. Hold on, yeah, I'm trying to find it. They said a girl was recording. Y'all hold on. Yeah, hold on. I was looking at Sid and Nash was on Real Life Street Stories. I mean, Sid and Nash got a good team. What's that guy name that used to come into my chat? K somebody in them. They help him get his videos and stuff. K dog, what's that guy's name? Because he reached out to me. Um somebody his name was K something. I don't have no issues with Sid and Nash. Okay, I know a lot of people don't like him. I don't have no issues with him. The only issues I got with, well, the only issue that I would have with him is that he do look at other folks' shit and smaller vloggers and take their shit. Those that would know, okay, and speak it as if he with a lot of authority, as if he came up with the information. Okay, and he know damn well he was not the one that did. Okay. Yeah. But I remember that guy telling me that one of his people had reached out to me. It's like, it's I think the guy, I cannot, he used to be in my chat all the time. It's a real pleasant guy. I think I still have his name in my email because he reached out to me and he sent me his number, and he was like, you're upset with Sid and Nash. You said he's stealing your information. He doesn't steal your information. Yeah, he's on our we're on his team, or he's on our team or something. But that guy traveled from state to, like, because he called me one time and asked me how he could get. He was going to travel to Memphis to get some type of paperwork. So that's what they was getting into. So that's how I know he has a team. I ain't mad about that though. Okay. Snoozy Cake says, I do, because he took some of your content. I told him about himself when I was following. Yeah, he did. He definitely did. Some people sent it to me. He put it out there. He was mm, mm, mm. But hey, he on Real Life Street Stories. So hey, shout out to him for that. I mean, but that's how the game go. When I was looking at that though, I was like, I hope his people ain't none of those hackers now that mess with other people's channels, because they do that. They mess with other people's channels to when they're working with somebody, on a team, so that their channels can. But when you do stuff like that, you never it never lasts. It don't. And a lot of this stuff is starting to come out now. What a lot of these vloggers do, especially when they have these teams. That's why I'm determined. I have a determination to make some of these bitches to send them back to poverty. Here, my right hand to the Lord is I'm showed it's some stuff going on. These hoes ain't gonna be able to work at no government facilities, at no doctor's offices and shit like that. They're gonna get federal charges brought against them. These insurance companies and stuff. A lot of these girls have insurance licenses. Them bitches is up under investigation. Okay. And what they're doing is they're giving these vloggers information. That's why I said these bitches going back to poverty. They going to jail and they going back to poverty. You have to start with these women first, because it ain't nowhere in the world you supposed to. They the ones got everything to lose. That these men that can't give you shit make you lose everything. Okay. And so I think y'all gonna start seeing a wave of that across YouTube real soon. Okay. That's why I've always said that when what's going to happen on YouTube is going to be way bigger than what happened on Backpage. I think it's amazing to a lot of people how a lot of these professionals have put themselves in the positions that they have. You know, you work hard to get what you have, rather regardless to what it is. How could you ever allow people that come up out the sewer or that's trying to just elevate themselves? This shit don't last. Y'all gotta pay y'all damn bills. Or somebody that just has an obsession with somebody. You afforded to work in these jobs and you break federal laws. Shit. Anyways, some of these folks have access to information that they should never have. They illegally got access to it. Snoozer Cake says, Cypress TV, did you see the interview of those dudes on Real Life Street Stars talking about the MO3 situation? Okay. So, but like I said, I think that's like the nature of the beast. And I'm not hating on Seth and Nash or anything like that. I'm not. But like I said, I've seen that, I think when it started to click with me when I saw when I said something about in the very beginning, the Young Dogs case, it was 21 people and that had been named in the indictment. And I was kind of going back and forth if I should say something about some of them. And I heard him say on his show, I got that paperwork and I'm going to put it out. He was waiting for me to put it out. And that's why I didn't do it. And I bet he never put out a name. What's that guy name? Was it KD? Let me see. I got that. I got his name in my email, I do believe. And the guy was real cool. He used to come into my channel all the time. Yeah, I'm gonna have to find it. I just remember the name start with a K. His name start with a K. Like I said, he was a cool dude now. But he asked me to call him. He says, yeah, I know you were saying that Seti Nash was stealing your information. He's on our team. And he told me what he did because he traveled. He said that they got paperwork and stuff. What his team did was they went and got paperwork I mean, they had just started that. I mean, it was a good idea. He was like, we'll make plenty of money. He was right, because I talked to him on the phone. He wants to talk to me. Tell me. I said, now, I said, you cool, but he is stealing he did steal my information. Now, I didn't back down now. John said, Tamara, tap in with Big U Case and Whack 100. Okay. I will, John. He's oh my God. JT. Oh my God. JT, I was just telling somebody about you the other day. I said JT gonna give his super sticker so he could talk about Donald Trump, so he could he can rub it in my face. JT said, Tamara, what's your opinion about Donald skunking these tariffs? Already causing problems with the economy. Yeah, they got some hackers, because I noticed, like, with some of these vloggers, when you start talking about them, see, when they have these teams, they get your phone numbers. I'm not gonna click that link that I just got. I'm going to wait until I go back to work. Because they have ways now to y'all know I work for the federal government now, to trace these links. These vloggers gonna leave me alone with hacking. You motherfuckers ain't getting into my fucking phone. They hacked me before, but they messed around and let the wrong person in. They let Onan in, okay, and he went crazy doing it. Then he turned around and turned on them. Okay, let some other people in. He falls out with everybody. Let some other people in. People get close to him that turn around and turn on him. And in turn, when they reached out to me, I mean, he was so upset. I mean, it was just crazy. Okay, so everybody already knows how they do it. They got folks that work at phone companies and shit that's violating federal laws. Yeah, it's ways for them to tap your phone. They send these emails. You ain't even got to tap the email, y'all. Because normally they tell you, this is what I found out. They normally tell you don't click a link. Y'all don't open the email at all. Somehow they're able to get your IP address and it makes your phone vulnerable and they tap into your motherfucking phone. I ain't get no email, like I ain't get no text message like that until I just started talking about Seth and Nash. Okay. Somehow somebody to look into that. Either it was him or either he was in the bushes himself. You have to understand, I didn't look at Seth and Nash but a couple times. People was reaching out to me, telling me about it too. Okay. And I don't, and this is not an attack on Seth and Nash, because I don't have no issues with him. But I ain't start getting these phishing text messages at 7:22 in the mother. They so damn stupid that it's ridiculous. But they all just kind of work together. But somebody had been said that some of them hackers come from California. Okay. Yeah. I mean, it's amazing what they do. I mean, Seth Nash has a job where um he works for a living, or he did, I guess. They were saying he was a truck driver. But I don't understand why they continue to. I guess it is because this is something that they've done down through the years. You have to understand a lot of these vloggers, especially a lot of the women involved too now, that have been on here for a while. They all know the same people where these folks make money. They work for these phone companies. They're hackers. They got work with these Google folks that work inside of Google, that we're finding out. They have connects with Google. That's how they're so able to. That's why they're able to hack your emails and stuff. Yeah, I'm telling you, I'm just waiting for the first one to be locked up, and it's gonna happen. I think it's gonna be a domino effect after that. When the first one is locked up, they gonna know ain't nobody playing. Mm-hmm. Anyways, like I said, you know, I mean, they so emotionally and they so emotional, they so dumb. It's a vlogger right now up under investigation, and he going to jail. He definitely going to jail. He is definitely going. Anyways, you guys, I also wanted to talk about Funny Willis. Tries to Funny Willis tries to get Young Thug sent back to jail. Okay, hold on for a second, you all. Hold on, you guys. Her name is pronounced Funny. I know people call her Fanny, but it's pronounced Funny. Okay, you guys. It says that update: judge denies Funny Willis's motion to revoke Young Thug's probation. Okay. On Thursday, a judge denied Fulton County District Attorney Funny Willis' motion to revoke rapper Young Thug's probation for tweeting a photo of a police gang investigator. In her order on April 3rd, Judge Paige Reese Whitaker noted a tweet by Young Thug that featured a photo of APD gang investigator Marissa. Okay. Vivarito. Okay. Hold on. He captioned the image, "The biggest liar in the DA's office." Judge Whitaker ruled in Young Thug's favor. She noted that the post didn't rise to the level of serious violation. However, Whitaker added in a footnote, while the court does not find that the cited social media post rises to the level of violation of defendant's probation, it may be prudent for a defendant to exercise restraints regarding certain topics. Upon consideration of the state's April 2nd, 2025 motion to revoke defendant's probation, which alleges a violation of the terms and conditions of defendant's probation for having posted a picture of a particular law enforcement officer with the caption, "Biggest liar in the DA's office," and defendant's April 3rd, 2025 response thereto, and having reviewed the terms and conditions of defendant's probation imposed by the court declines to revoke defendant's probation based on violations asserted. On Tuesday, Willis filed a motion to revoke Thugger's probation and send him back to jail. In the motion, Willis said Young Thug and his associates doxed Miss Viverito, revealing her home address. In 2022, Fannie Willis indicted Young Thug and 27 others in a sweeping Georgia RICO case that became the longest running trial in Georgia's history. In 2024, Willis and Young Thug, real name Jeffrey Williams, agreed to a plea deal in exchange for 15-year probation. However, Willis says Young Thug's recent tweets on X Twitter prove he is still engaging in criminal gang activity. What's her name? Viverito is currently testifying in a gang murder hearing at the Fulton County Courthouse. There's a standing court order not to show her face on TV while she's testifying. Okay, and Young Thug knows that. So why would Young Thug repost the tweet and share the lady's face? Okay, so first of all, I feel like everything they said that Young Thug did, he did do. Okay, he really ought to be in jail. But you know, for him to do that, hey, he was passively aggressively promoting. Okay, he was passively aggressively promoting that. Okay, and so I think he should be back in jail too. Okay. He's on 15 years of paper. If he sneezes wrong, they're probably going to get him. Okay. They're probably going to get him. So, anyways, you guys. Her and Nut were an item when she had her private practice before she became Fulton County's DA. Oh, wow. Lord Jesus. I tell you. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, you all. Oh, and y'all, listen. Y'all, this is not an attack on Seti Nash, okay? Because the Seti Nash ain't never did nothing to me, okay? That I know of, okay? That I know of, other than steal little information. And people that working with him could have been getting it and sit and giving it to him. He might didn't know. Cause I get to thinking about that. I don't want it to be like I'm bothering bloggers that has not bothered me. But now somebody did try to send me a phishing link after I talked about him. That's weird. Um, Good morning, Tamara. Hey, Miss Keita. Anyways, you guys, listen, I enjoyed being on here with you all this morning. I'm gonna get back on to today. Let's see. I got I got two things to do today. And so then I'm gonna get back on later today. I'll be finished and I will get back on this afternoon at around like 5. We'll get back on at about 5. Okay. Listen, I appreciate you all tuning in. I love you guys. We'll talk soon.